Hello, welcome back to my channel. I know it looks odd, especially compared to how it usually does, although it might look better. I know it's a weird angle. Yeah, what it is, I'm not holding my my phone right now. I had it sitting down so I could use both my hands. I tried to do so many things and nothing was working. I need to be able to reach over here and grab a couple of products and do things like this. We'll just get a chit chat and talk about some stuff that I figured out today. I figured out these things because I had products that I thought I was never going to use again, and I did use them again, but I used them in combination with different products, and it made such a huge difference. Let's move this. Look, I did each side of my face using either different products or different techniques. One of the first things I want to talk about, let me look at my notes. Okay, I had a few different concealers over the past year or so. Let's see, the first one is this. It's the LA Girl Pro Concealer HD, and it's in light ivory. But this is way too dark for me. It's really, really orange. It gave a decent amount of coverage, but it was kind of creasy. So many things could make a difference. But this particular one's too dark for me. But the color is ivory, isn't it? Light ivory. It just won't focus, mother. So this, I'll show you. It has a nifty little brush. See how orange it is on my skin tone? With this, I did try it several different ways. At one point, I used it to clean up here. I think I actually did it on this side with this, using this brush. And on the other side, I used a different brush with a different concealer that I was also trying out, which is this one. It is the Ipsy Aurora. And this one is the Pro Coverup Concealer, and I think the shade name is Pale. And it was a decent shade match for me, but it was very, very, very light coverage. I'm not sure how buildable it would be or how it would work as lid primer. It didn't work very well when I tried it. It just seemed to be creasy for me, but I have very creasy lids, so that's just me. Magic De-Crease. That's by Loreal, I believe. Yes, and it sounds perfect, but it doesn't work at all for me. And I've used it 7 or 8 times, and I don't know. Maybe I could try it with some really good eyeshadow. Maybe it would make a difference. The concealer I liked out of these 3 that I thought I didn't like was this NYX HD Studio. It's a good shade match. It's in the shade Fair. It was a really light, very light coverage, but it did layer up okay, and it worked okay as lid primer, and it dried down on its own. So it's NYX Professional Makeup HD Studio Photogenic Concealer. I have trouble with creasing, so I have to use really, really good concealer. I'm always on the lookout for something super awesome. That is what I wanted to say about the concealer today. Another thing I was really excited about trying was the Color Tattoo 24-Hour Cream Eyeshadow, and the shade is called Vintage Plum. It didn't swatch very well. Look how this swatches. And I couldn't get it to blend out very well. It dries down really quickly. I'm not saying this is a problem. It's more probably of a user error. I'm not sure if I'm using the right kind of brushes. I've seen people put cream shadows on their eyes, like one color, and make it look fabulous. Again, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with this product. More so, maybe there's just a technique to using it that I'm not using, that I should be using. What I it did end up doing is I used a color eyeshadow. I got this in an Ipsy glam bag. It's the City Color City Chic eyeshadow. This is the color Skinny Latte. And no offense to the brand or to any brands or to eyeshadow in general, but I was just, no, because it's just kind of soft, though it feels pretty good. It's just really subtle, and that's what it looks like. And I ended up putting it over that. I did my makeup probably, it's probably 3:30 a.m. I woke up around 4 something p.m. yesterday. I've had this makeup on for at least 8 hours for sure. I ended up putting this on with my finger. You can see where the cream eyeshadow ended right here. But I don't normally look at people like this because my lids do that. It might be better to use a brush. Here's a brush. I'm not doing makeup. Okay, this is what we're doing. I was just wanting to, this is, anyway, it's not a bad highlighter. It's not a bad eyeshadow. It's just subtle. It depends on what you like. There's a time and a place for everything, and I do like this one. Good job, Ipsy. It's very usable, probably, for most people. So, next, I have a few liquid lipstick colors, and this. The first two I grabbed were both made by Hard Candy, and they were the Velvet Mousse style. They were matte, and they're very, very similar in color. I also have a metallic mousse. It's also matte, but it's not the velvet, it's the metallic. Here's another brand that claims to be also like it says matte and it says velvet. So I thought I would just kind of see how they compare. Well, I'll swatch these for you. This is Velvet Mousse. This is the shade Forget Me Not. Gonna have to work on swatching. Also, Velvet Mousse by Hard Candy. Mimosa Blossom. This looks browner and less blossom colored. Then there's the metallic version of this brand, and the color is Truffle. It's really pretty. It's one of my favorite ones so far. I wear that a good bit. And then this is the brand Almar. I've never heard of this brand. That's what it looks like. Maybe even like that. Also matte, also velvet. I found this one to be more sheer. It was brighter. I'm actually wearing this on top of some lip liner that I tried for the very first time. It's Wet n Wild. It's the gel lip liner. This is the shade Gone Burgundy. I really, really like this one. The other ones I had were more nude. If you have these lines around your mouth like I do, you know what I mean. That's better already. That, I don't know. I have a scar right there. While we're talking about brushes, I used this one for my eyes today. On one eye, I just wanted to use something smaller. I started out using this one and I was like, it's flat, which I like, but it was just too big, so I found this one. It's densely packed. I got it in my Ipsy glam bag. It's a Luxie 239 Precision Shader by Luxie. This is also by Luxie. Luxie has some brushes. Look at this. One of my favorite brushes. I've shown you before. This I've used it for several different things, but today I used it under my eyes. I used it with this AOA Studio Perfect Setting Powder. Long story short, I did not use concealer today. I used this brush and this powder, and I did this. Look at that. This was $1 from shopmissa.com. Something else that was $1 was this. And this. I'm wearing this one over here and this one over here. It's been a while. It's been 8-10 hours. And I just was curious what the difference would be. But just look how pretty it is. I mean, it's freaking... This eye might just be smaller. For my brows, I used something different today. I used this by LA Colors. I got it at like Dollar General, I think, for $2 or $3. And it took a while for me to get this warmed up enough to use it. I tried it several times and just would... It came with this little brush. I used the spoolie on it. I haven't used very many brow products ever in my life, but this is the first thing like this I've used, so I don't know if it's wax or pomade or what substance you would actually call it, because I don't see it on here. LA Colors Soft Brown. It's a bunch of little bitty words, but you know, whatever this is, that's what I did my brows with. Prefer a pencil still right now, I think. I don't actually even know the shape of my face or eyes or anything. I just kind of do whatever I want. I would love to know the actual shape of my eyes and face. Arched, straight. There was no strategy to this video. I'm just tickled I have swatches right there. These colors look good together. Real quick, I wasn't planning on wearing foundation at all, but when I did decide to do a video and I wanted to talk to you guys, I decided to put a little bit of foundation on. I reached for this one, honestly, because I didn't like it that much. I didn't want to waste my favorite foundation that I have right now, which is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus. But I did this a totally different way, and I think I'll just talk about it in a different video. But I definitely did this 8 hours ago. I mean, it's no caking, creasing. I just used a little bit more foundation. I built it up under my eyes. And there was this. AOA. $1. Shop Miss A. This is the color Porcelain. Powder. But it's very decent. And it's $1. $1 on shopmissa.com. This was $1. This was $1. This was $1. This was $1. This is the Perfecting Blur Primer. I haven't tried it. There's also an illuminating one. There's a tone adjusting one. They were $1 a piece. This was $1. This was $1. White eyeliner. Put it right there. Didn't stay all that long. This is actually an eyeshadow in the color Opalescent Blue. $1. Shopmissa.com. The brand Princessa. This was the brand LA Colors. I put this one over here. Put this one over here. I also put this here and here. I think it looked better over here, but I think that's because of what was underneath it. I can't remember what that was. I used different concealers on each eye to prime with. And to see if I could really tell a difference. I couldn't tell enough of a difference to really mention. These are the mascaras I'm about to throw away. my favorite one right now, the L'Oreal Lash Paradise. I love this one. It looks so good. I love the wand. It's nice and big and fluffy and great. But it's just time for me to get rid of all these. This one had a primer with it, and this is one I got at Target. It's L'Oreal. And on one end, a mascara. On the other end, I'm actually gonna hang on to this a little longer. It doesn't smell. This is CoverGirl So Lashy Blast Pro. I like the wand on this. It's pretty nifty. You get all the, the goop off at the end here. And I don't know if you're like me, but my corner lashes tend to get bunched up. So I just kind of use this little ball thing on the end, and I just kind of wiggle around, and it separates them, and I like this. Another one that's similar, kind of has a weird wand, is the Wet n Wild Max Fanatic. It's cat eye mascara, and I guess it's because of the wand. But anyway, yeah, what I wore today, let's see. I wore this on my right eye, the Lash Paradise. And on this eye, I wore this Smashbox X-Rated mascara. It came in an Ipsy glam bag. I thought this was new, but I guess I'd already used it because it was almost all the way gone. I can't tell you much about it because it was so dried out. Can you tell the difference with my mascara? Not really enough to say. They were both too old and dry. I'll compare these two things to each other also. It's the Garnier Skin Active Moisture Rescue Gel Cream. I love this stuff. It's a very lightweight moisturizer. It's definitely not for super, super, super dry skin. I mean, it's for all skin types. I just don't know if you have super dry skin, if it would be quite enough. But it smells so fresh, makes me feel so fresh. I love using this one before makeup because it completely soaks into my skin. Completely, and leaves my skin dry to the touch afterward. Not like dry. So it's great under makeup. And it compares to this. It's the Purely Watermelon Aqua Balm. Energizing Aqua Balm. This came in an Ipsy glam bag. So anyway, I think these compare to each other. We'll see how they compare in price. And I guess I could swatch these things real quick. I think I had this in black. I could do a swatcheroo for you guys. I'm not ever saying swatcheroo again. I love that blue color. Look how pretty. If you're looking for something super duper opaque, this is probably not it. But I'm not. These videos get incredibly long. You know what? I have one more thing to say. In future Katie, note, just edit this part and put this part before the last thing I just said. Okay. This, also $1. Beauty for real. This is the Eyeline 24/7 eyeliner in this navy blue color. I put that up there. What I normally do is just use a little small brush like this. And this shadow by Aurora. This came in an Ipsy glam bag. You know, I don't get paid for this. I might get a couple Ipsy points or something. But I am going to include my link for Ipsy. It's $10 a month. And you get 5 new products. They're small, but you get a cute bag. And you get it every month. So it's like a little present to yourself for $10 a month. Blue Jeans by Aurora. It's just a single pan. I just right up in there. This is the opalescent blue. Well, shit. Big color eye pencil from Avon, and I probably got it when I was pregnant with JB, and he's 13. I sharpened it though today. for the first time. I use this Kush Queen palette by Peachy Queen. And honey, it's just little and flat and very stiff. And this gorgeous blue color called Skywalker. And it went Pineapple Express. And I could White Rhino is my favorite for sure. And it was broken when I opened it. Look how pretty though. I used that in the middle, right there, just like that. I've been using the Garnier Skin Active Micellar Cleansing Water. This is an all-in-one. It removes makeup and cleanses and refreshes. Since I'm out of makeup wipes, I'm going to take some paper towel, a little of this micellar water, Garnier Skin Active, all in one. It's my first micellar water. Okay guys, well I hope that video wasn't too long. I did have fun kind of letting you know what was on my mind when I was doing all this stuff today. And I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up because it's really time for me to freshen up my coffee, to be honest. I love you so much, and I will let you go until my next video.